6:30 in the morning and having to head back because I'd left my laptop at home yesterday. Absolute rookie error. I don't think I've ever left my laptop anywhere. Christ, the thing comes with me on holidays and everything. Nights out, well, not nights out, nights away, you name it. The bloody laptop comes with me. But we've got work to do. Today I'm meeting a client at 10 AM this morning. Gonna go and take him round Rosendale. I think we're going viewing 6 houses. He's actually from Manchester, which is 20 minutes down the road, but he's looking for some help finding a property. So we're taking him out and about, just show him a few projects that we've got going on in that area. So I've got a few that are back to brick renovations. We've got a flip that's been finished and is on the for sale market, so we can see sort of the end product. And then we've got a couple of buy-to-lets that are currently being advertised, so he'll be able to see sort of the full scale of what we're able to offer. So, and I quite enjoy days out with clients. It's nice to talk to property with someone different, because you can't talk about property with friends and family because they just do not find it interesting at all. So yeah, it's nice to get out with a client, have a good chinwag, show them what we do, and hopefully be able to help them out on sort of their journey as well. A lot of the people that I meet, it's usually the first property they've ever bought, which is quite a daunting thing to do, considering most of my clients either live down south or are abroad, and they're putting their trust in me to find a house for them, renovate it and look after it. It's not they're spending 30, 40, 50 grand sometimes in cash. So yeah, a lot of trust is put on us, but I do try and come across as genuine as I can. As I said to the chap I was on phone to yesterday, I don't feel a need to bullshit anyone. It's just not my nature. You sort of get what you get with me, straight as. If a client wants to work with me and my team, then that's it's brilliant. We'll do our best for them. But if they want to go and work with someone else, it's not a problem at all. Like I say, all I ever want is for my clients to be 110% happy with the property they've bought and the service we give. And that's sort of the best I can do then, isn't it? Right, so I've got another 35 minutes drive now before I get back. I've also realised I've booked this client day out on the 1st of the month, which is absolutely stupid on my part, because the 1st of the month from the accounting side of the business is absolutely massive. So I'll probably get 30 grand's worth of rent come in today, which I need to sift through and organise, and then work out how the lettings agency did last month profit wise. All the mortgages come out today. Well, most of the mortgages of my personal properties come out today. Some of the big bills come out today as well, so I usually spend the 1st of the month balancing books, moving cash about, getting organised, and I'm meeting the client at 10 AM and it's 25 to, come on you fucking knob, it's 25 to 7 now, so I'm not giving myself much time this morning, but I'll just have to get onto it later this afternoon at some point. But note for self, don't do visits on the 1st of the month, but what can you do? It's not the end of the world, it just means that I'll just got a bit of work on, that's all. But keeps us busy, doesn't it? So 6:45 in the morning, just had a phone call off Claire, my lettings manager. We've had a tenant abandon one of the properties. Basically he just couldn't afford it anymore, so he was in there with his ex-girlfriend. I think she moved out. She's been helping to contribute towards the rent, but he just can't afford it. So she's woke up to an email this morning, you know, with an explanation from the tenant, basically saying, look, I just can't do it anymore, and I've left the property. So what I'll do is when I get back now, I'll check Matt's jobs list for the day, put that property on his jobs to fit a key box, and then also collect the spare key, so that we can Claire's going to go and inspect it tomorrow, so we can get, obviously see what the property looks like and what works we need to do, and then hopefully get it back on the rental market so Wednesday today, get it re-advertised this Saturday for viewings next Saturday, and then hopefully we can have the property taken within the next 2 weeks, you know, so we can reduce the void period for the landlord the best that we possibly can. So yeah, we always try and get the properties on the market ASAP. This tenant does owe a couple of months rent. We got a little bit off him for this month, but we do have his deposit. He'll obviously have to pay for, if he's left any furniture in and things like that, he'll have to pay for the waste removal. But basically what we'll do is we'll get in, work out exactly what the tenant owes due to, say, damages, waste removal, things like that. We'll contact the tenant and just say, look, this is the amount you owe, can we set up a payment plan? All being good, the tenant will do a payment plan and start paying back the landlord. Worst case scenario, if the tenant just goes dead on us and doesn't respond, then we just pass it over to the debt collection company that we work with, and then they'll chase him for the money owed and start paying us when they receive the money. So either way, our landlord won't be out of pocket. He'll get every penny of his rent back that is due, and he'll also get anything back from the tenant damages and things like that. So nice example of how early we start in this business. Yeah, 6:45, bloody hell. But you know, we like to react quickly, we like to get things done. Ultimately, for our clients, this is a business, you know, and that's the way that anyone in property should be looking at it. We operate a business, so no rent coming in is obviously negative cash flow, and we want it back on, so you know, the client's doing all right. So when I get back now, that'll be the first thing that I'll do, is I'll check what Matt's jobs list is for the day, get him scheduled in, well, add this job for him, so we can get that sorted. And then, as I said, tomorrow Claire will go around, do the exit inspection as normal, and then we'll get the trades in to do any bits of touch up, etc. that we need. Go, go, go. Not even 7 o'clock on a Wednesday and we're off. Well, just got to 9 a.m. Managed to do all the month-end rents, all the start of the month rents, reconciliate the lettings agency bank accounts. So I know what money it made this month, sorted all my mortgage payments out, basically just moved money around, got everything clear, ticked it all off my jobs list, and then put all the bank accounts back to how they should be now, and everything's been done. So I think it was about £22,000 worth of rent I've just dealt with right now. So what did it take? It's 9 AM, so just short of 2 hours. As you can imagine, like most of us, all our bills come out on the first of the month. So with the rents that come in, it's pretty, there's the main bulk of it, probably 20-30% of it comes in between sort of the 30th, 31st, 1st. So it's always a big job on the first of the month, separating all the payments out. So it's all been done, all the landlords have been paid. Just need to later on check which tenants are outstanding with rents, but I'm meeting a client in an hour, so ideally I need to get a shower and get changed and then go and meet him. So I'm going to get ready now and then head out and meet the client and take him out and show him our lovely properties. Right, so just on my way now to meet our client. I think we are visiting 3 properties on New Church Road. 2 of them are flips for myself and one's a client flip. I know we're going to Alma Street, which is 4 properties on New Church, because one of them's a rental. One on Alma Street, which is a client rental. Then to Gaineswood Avenue, which is another client flip. We seem to have a lot at the moment. It's not very often we have so many. That one's on the rental market. And then potentially Tunnicliffe, depending upon what time the client's got. Because it's usually 2 or 3 hours that I'm out with someone. So when it's a client who's come from down south, they usually have a lot less time because they obviously need to get back down to London or wherever it is. So should be a busy couple of hours now. Yeah, showing what we've got, and then potentially someone new to come and work with us. So it's 1:30 now. Just got back from being out with a client. So pretty much 10, 12, so what's that? 3.5 hours been out. Visited 6 houses, 7 houses, something like that. Had a good chat. Went through sort of what he's looking to do, what he's looking to achieve, basically what sort of options he's got available, things like that. So it's been good. Always feel really tired after going out with clients. So I've just come back, gonna grab some food and then have the kids on a Wednesday, so leave the house in an hour. So I've got an hour's worth of work left that I can squeeze in, and then that'll be me for the day. So yeah, starving, time to get something to eat. Morning, just on my way to the gym. It's Thursday, so I'm in at 9 AM because of the massive roadworks that we've got going on at the moment. I'm having to settle 45 minutes for something that's a 20-minute freaking drive, but hey ho. So yesterday I mentioned about a tenant who said they were leaving one of our properties literally straight away. Anyway, I've spoke to Claire again this morning, who runs lettings, and it turns out that the poor guy, I know there's a term for it, but I think someone's tried taking over his house, which is why he's literally left the property. So we're going round today at 12 o'clock with the locksmith, making sure no one's in the property, getting the locks changed, and then dealing with it from there, because the tenants told Claire that there might be someone in there. So it turns out this poor tenant is why my brain's not working today. He's someone who is he can be victimised. I know there's a term. My brain's not working. It's too early. Anyway, I think someone's been taking advantage of him. Apparently he's been beaten up a few times outside. So someone's really been, or a group of people have really been taking the mick out of him. So the poor guy's obviously now moved out straight away. Literally just got up and left. So vulnerable. He's vulnerable, that's the word. So yeah, we've never had anything like this before. So Claire's going round with Hayley and the locksmith at 12 o'clock today, making sure no one's in the property. If there is someone in the property, we'll simply call the police because it's trespass, because they're not on the tenancy agreement. We know nothing of them, and we've had a written notice from the tenant saying that they're vacated straight away. So now the old tenant has no right over the property, and neither does anyone else. So if there is anyone in there and they don't leave, then it's trespass, and we'll just, like I say, we'll just get the police involved, get them out. It probably won't come to anything. I think the house is more than likely going to be empty, and there won't be any issues at all, but you've just got to be careful just in case. Like I said, we've never had anything like this. It's the first I've ever seen it. I've seen it on TV, bloody documentaries and stuff, but yeah, got a feeling it'll be much ado about nothing. But we are going to change the locks anyway, just for security. And then I'll probably nip over today or tomorrow to that property because I'm in the area, get the jobs list together and try and get it re-advertised for rent this weekend if we possibly can. Hopefully it'll just need a bit of a clean and some sort of touch-up decorating, maybe, you know, just minor stuff. So I'll know better today or tomorrow. So yeah, another exciting start to the day, and it's only 8:20. So all these people who say, oh, what's the point in a lettings manager? It's because we deal with all this shit at stupid times, that's why. We have also got our one and only eviction today, which is at 2 PM. So the bailiffs are going round to remove the tenant. And this one's an absolutely stupid one. So we had no issues with this tenant whatsoever. Always paid, no issues, great. The landlord who owns the property wanted to sell the property. So one of our clients wanted to buy the property with the tenant in situ, no issues, didn't affect the tenant one little bit. Absolutely, you know, it was literally a sale transaction. Tenant gets to keep the home. The tenant, though, for some reason, then decided they weren't going to allow the valuer into the property. So for 6-7 weeks we were trying to get access. He kept saying he wouldn't do it, then he would do it, but then wasn't there. So that sale ended up falling through because we couldn't get into the property to value it. And then he suddenly stopped paying rent. So literally just decided he weren't paying rent anymore for no reason whatsoever. So unfortunately with this one we've had to go through a full eviction process. We use a specialist eviction company. I think it's the landlord group we use. Yeah, it sounds familiar, that. It's already with my debt collection agency, so they've got everything that the tenant currently owes, rent arrears and legal fees, etc, etc. So it's been through the courts under a Section 8, all been passed as judgment. Tenant was obviously told to move out. Tenant obviously didn't move out because he spoke to shelter, and they've said, no, don't leave because you need to be made homeless before you can be rehoused, which, don't even get me started on that. That's just ridiculous. All they're doing is kicking the can down the hill, because he needed homing anyway, so why not do it 2-3 months ago when they were fully aware what were happening? All these councils and shelter are doing is adding more debt to the tenant. Instead of, if they'd have just rehoused him straight away, then the tenant won't owe another, I don't know, £2,000 in eviction costs and rent arrears, which he will have to pay back. But this is a side that no one talks about. But why would they, when it's easy to bash a landlord? The landlord needs to sell it because of personal circumstances, hence why he was selling it. So now the landlord's had to pay up front for all the legal stuff. He's had months and months without any rent, and now it's got to the point where we've got to get bailiffs out. We know full well all his furniture's going to still be in there, so we can't actually get the property and do anything with it probably for a couple of weeks, while the tenant then gets the keys to the new property and moves the furniture. You know, everything is stacked in the favour of tenants, which I understand, but when you're on the raw end of it, you've done absolutely nothing wrong, and it's purely down to tenants' choice that they've, you know, decided they're not paying anymore. Then it's us guys, it's the agent, it's the landlord, you know, we're the ones who have to go through everything. But anyway, I'm not ranting on about that. So, on a positive, that is the only tenant who's in arrears with us out of 200 properties, which I know it's unfortunate for the landlord, but on a whole, through our entire management portfolio, you know, we have zero issues. We've got a couple of tenants who might owe a few £100, and, you know, because they've obviously had something happen, but they go on little payment plans and stuff, so that they're not an issue. This is like literally the only one, the only one that is basically a dickhead. I think that's the best way to put it. The guy is a dick. You know, he works, he has money, he's chose not to pay his rent every month for 4 or 5 months now, so he's pocketed all that money. So why he needs to be housed by the council or something, again, it's beyond me. He's got cash in his pocket, so he's taking the piss out the system then, isn't he, really? So he's got his rent, say 500, I think it's £550 a month, let's call it 4 months. So what you're looking at, £2,200 in his bank. Why has he just not got another property? So yet again, you know, something else that the media and everyone else, you know, they don't think about that. You know, they make out that all these landlords are making these people homeless and all the rest of it, but whenever we've evicted anyone, it's not because they're paying the rent previously, it's because they're not paying the rent. So what do they do with the rent? Go on holiday? Buy a new TV? Broken system. Anyway, I have ended up ranting on about it. So that's today's nonsense out the way. Yeah, we've got the house on Olive Lane where the tenants moved out, and then we've got the bailiffs round on Libsey Branch to get rid of a numpty. Yeah, easy being a letting agent. Well, easy. Just finished gym. I've got another house on the way back to my house. So I've just nipped in at Cliff, which is a flip project. Just a quick check-up on where we're up to. Ideally, I want it finished by next week so we can get it listed for sale next weekend. So I'll just give you a quick flick through while I'm on site. So it's been decorated and carpeted. The biggest job has been sorting the kitchen out and sorting other clients' jobs out. So as you can see, that needs another coat of paint because it just looks slightly patchy. So there's all the furniture. With the kitchen, we've kept the original kitchen units. They're being painted a dark blue. New worktops gone on, new sink going in there, new hob. The oven's gone missing, so I don't know where the hell that's gone. We've had a new boiler put in there. So Sean's built this unit there that needs painting. So really in this room now, the ceiling needs stain blocking and painting. That wall obviously needs painting. The cupboards. So we should be all right by next week. That's not going to paint up, so I'm going to have to get Sean back just probably to tile there, like looks of it, just so it blends in. These will look really nice blue. The plumber's been and got shit all over my carpet. Honestly, it's trades. Look, there you go. Someone's damaged the ceiling. Plumber's got dirt there where he's been messing about. So brand new carpets. Probably gonna have to get them carpet cleaned. All the furniture's in for the staging. Bathroom needs a new side panel and a good clean. That's not a biggie. A little bit of silicone in and stuff there. Let's have a look. Not been here for a while. So yeah, just ready for furniture. Just ready for furniture and a bit of tidying up. So yeah, fingers crossed I can get this finished next week. Yeah, bit of tidying up in there. So I'll walk around now, get some photographs while I'm on site of everything that needs doing. And then I can get someone in next week just to finish it off. And then I think I'm gonna nip to Prospect on my way back to the house, so I can get what plastering bits are actually needed. So that's where we'll be heading next before back home to the office. Just got in car after being at Cliff then. Got two bloody slow punctures. So now off to the tyre place, get them sorted. One of them days today. Maybe I should just go back to bed. So here's a good one for you. Bailiffs are attending for this eviction that I mentioned earlier. The tenants have been, chatting with shelter and whatnot, and they've now got a breathing space form or something, which apparently means that even though they've been evicted in court, even though the bailiffs are due to attend, you can't remove them from the property. And this breathing thing, I believe, lasts for 6 weeks. I tell you what, this world is an absolute piss take. And they actually wonder as well why there's landlords exiting the system and there's a housing crisis. So this tenant, as I said before, he's probably got £2,500 or whatever in his back burner from not paying his rents. Now can't be evicted. Honestly, I will really enjoy coming after these tenants for this rent. All the money they owe. Really going to look forward to it, because fortunately, as I said before, we've never had this breathing space thing. This is a new one for us, and as I said, this is the only property out of 200 where we're having to evict. But it just goes to show how messed up this country is. Absolutely messed up. But hey ho, such is life. Claire's just ringing the eviction solicitor now just to clarify exactly what the case is, but apparently the bailiffs see this all the time, so this is obviously a new tool in the eviction arsenal. So tenants are now waiting until they're officially getting evicted. They're at the last second, they've got the date for the bailiffs, and then doing this breathing space thing to then extend another 6 weeks. So 20 to 3 now, and I've had enough. I'm exhausted, so I'm calling it a day. I do try and get an early finish on a Thursday, usually slightly earlier than this, but I've just been catching up with a load of social media, load of project management stuff, just loads of stuff actually. Been really busy, but yeah, I'm tired now. I need my head to switch off. So that's it. Signing off. Calling it a day.